TJ Bryant did not practice. Torrin Harris did not practice. Juwanza Starling did not practice. Abe Markowitz did not practice. Dylan Baxter did not practice. And Blake Ailes did not practice. So hopefully we'll get some of those guys back. As you guys know, TJ Bryant and Torrin both had MRIs done, but we anticipate both of them playing Saturday.
TJ, you were talking about his shoulder. What was Torrin having an MRI for?
Same thing.
So shoulder. Dylan was late today. It seemed like he came in a little bit groggy or whatever. What's his situation?
He's been at the hospital today, and came in very ill today, and we had him checked out and wasn't able to practice today.
But he was in the hospital today or last night?
Today.
Do you expect him to go on to be able to make the trip?
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. We're going to hydrate him up. I think he's already had a couple IVs, and we'll keep working on him through the night and then tomorrow morning.
What was his illness?
I don't know exactly.
Did you know before he didn't show up today? Did you know he was in the hospital or?
Yeah, no, we knew he was. He checked in this morning. Our first thing this morning was at 7 a.m. And so he communicated before he got in there, and then we got over here and we got him in.
Are you concerned about the depth at corner? I mean, I know you said Torrin and TJ are expected to play, but obviously they're not 100%, and you don't have a ton of guys there.
Yeah, very concerned. And Bacham early this week, wasn't 100%, so we're very concerned there. But who's ever going to play is going to have to make plays versus a very good passing offense.
Have you been prepping Robert at all? I know earlier, I think it was the Cal week, that you were sort of getting him ready. Could that be an emergency option if things really go bad?
Yeah, it's not. That was going to be at one point, and then when he got hurt, in that Oregon game, that set us back in that, and so we really just trying to get him back 100% on offense.
I know you said this is a good passing offense, but it's more of a pro-style team with a really good running back. Is that a big adjustment for you guys, having played pretty much 3 consecutive teams that spread the field out one way or another?
Yeah, but they do a really good job of both. They do spread you out too, and they'll throw out a bunch from 3 wides personnel and in the shotgun. So, but then they can come back in and be a little more pro style. But they still spread you out and give you some of the same issues. It's just not every play.
How much time and effort do you spend on not letting them look at the last 2 games Oregon State has played?
It's not really about looking at them. We still use those games, but it's just about understanding that it has nothing to do with these games as far as what the score was. Schemes and stuff we study, but that's going to mean nothing. Those guys, that ball's going to get kicked off. Not one player on their team is going to be thinking about those 2 games the last 2 weeks.
How did Mark Tyler look today?
Really good. I thought he looked the best he's looked in a while, and he'll start for us and hopefully be very productive.
Jaquiz Rogers has never fumbled in a regular season college football game. How do you explain that? Is that innate, or they teach you something?
I didn't know that. They're doing something. I'll ask Mike before the game. That's phenomenal. I thought we had a pretty neat streak last year. With carries, I think hardest team last year at Tennessee as far as handoffs, 280 carries or something, did not fumble. So, but to do it your whole career, that's pretty impressive.
Chris Gallipo was saying this was one of the better practices you guys have had even this season. What was the difference? You think guys got the message from yesterday?
It seems so. They were great today. Great focus. Backups were focused. Everybody was into it from the meetings the whole way through, and we just had to really make sure that they understood how critical this was, and also show them the other side of it. You go up there and you're not ready to play, and you lose. You're gonna get back on that plane. Going what happened, and wanting to take back. They wanted to take back those days that they missed, and so it was really good to see him today, and now we're going to have to continue to focus for the next 48 hours.
Usually you don't want to name the starting tailback. Is there a reason today you didn't name the starting tailback?
Well, I just think Mark, after his production of taking care of the ball last week and then being fully healthy, it's his job to lose.
Washington broke out some black uniforms today. Can you see you guys ever doing that?
I didn't know that they did that. I don't see that ever happening here at SC. I went through a lot last year to get that done where I was at last year. There was 100,000 people, and I think 10,000 of them walked out when we came running out the tunnel, so I don't think that's ever going to happen here. We tried to get black socks here for our player, and that didn't happen.
Would you be an advocate of it? I mean, do you like giving your players kind of a new thing, or are you more of a traditionalist in terms of SC?
Well, I do like to, give the players things that they feel good about themselves, and that they play fast. And we did it last year where we were at, and it was the first time in 100 years they'd done it. So, but